right, we're ready. Okay, welcome to the City of Santa Fe Special Parks and Recreation Board meeting. Today is March the 2nd, and I call this meeting to order at 5:36. We're going to skip over number 2 on the agenda, and we're going to move on to roll call. Rebecca Martinez is here. Jay Slauson.
Here.
John Morello.
Here.
Hannah McDowell. Here. Kiera Campbell is on her way. Nina Cedarberg said she would not be able to make it. And Vicki Smith, our new board member, is on vacation. We are going to wait on Rusty to arrive here shortly, and we'll get him appointed. Okay. Moving on to the invocation and pledge of allegiance. Mr. Morello, would you please lead us in both of those?
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance and wisdom as we begin this meeting. Allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture the bonds of community. Fill us with grace as we make decisions that affect our community. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Texas Independence Day.
Is it today?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Woo! Come and take it. Okay. All right. Okay, we do not have any citizens present, so we will move on to business. Old business, number 1, consideration of possible action, confirm event details for Touch a Truck to be held March 7th at Runge Park. Miss Georgia. How many vendors did you say we've got?
8. We've got 8 vendors signed up. We are sending out reminder emails to everybody that we have not heard back from. We've got quite a few people signed up to come out and do presentations on the trucks, or presentations to bring their trucks out to do Touch Truck. I'm waiting on confirmation from 1 or 2 more people just to see exactly how much they're going to bring out. But we did have a car that was donated for the fire department to do a Jaws of Life demonstration on. So I got that confirmed today, and I'm just waiting on the fire department to get back to me to let me know what time they're going to be doing that at. But everything seems to be set up and ready to go. Once I get confirmation from how many fire trucks and how many police cars we're going to have, then I'll know where I need to set everybody up at. But set up for everyone and check-in is going to be at 7 a.m. I'm planning on getting there about 6:30. So if anyone who's going to be there to volunteer could be there a little bit before 7, just to help me direct and make sure that everything is where it needs to be at and that everyone knows where they're going, and then everything will be good to go, and we'll just need to make sure that everyone can get across the street and back and forth safely and that everyone has a good time. But this will be an easy event to go from there.
It is easy, super easy. So who here can come Saturday morning bright and early?
I'll be there.
I can.
Yay, Hannah.
I can too.
You can't?
I can.
Oh, you can. Okay, sweet.
I have a wedding that day, but I should be able to be there first thing in the morning, and then I'll have to take off.
Okay, sweet. And I'll be there. John. Beautiful. Okay, we'll be there to help you out, get things lined out. Yeah. 6:45 in the morning. I'm going to have coffee in hand.
There's a lot of good coffee places here. So.
We get a delivery.
There you go.
Get an IV drip. I'm just kidding.
By that point, maybe.
They do. Okay, any other updates or anything else we need to discuss on Touch a Truck? Okay. This meeting's going pretty fast. I wish there was something else that we could talk about because we're waiting on Mr. Schrader.
It's okay. We can go to the next item if y'all want to on that one.
Okay.
Because that one's going to probably take a little bit of time.
Okay, so moving on to number 2, consideration of possible action replacement of playground equipment at Joe A. Tambrella Park.
I'm gonna turn this one over to our city manager.
Mr. Collins?
Absolutely. So for this, we brought it to City Council at last Thursday's meeting, and we discussed moving the funds that we had allocated for Behringer Park towards the playground equipment at Joe H. Umbrella Park. And so we have $93,442 in that account that would go towards funding the reconstruction of the playground equipment. It's obvious to City Council, to you guys, to staff, that it's past its point of renovation of the equipment, that it's at its life, far surpassed its life expectancy. So we're looking right now at alternative fundings to fund up and above of 93,000. So we're kind of thinking in the ballpark of 200 to 250,000. It'll be just to replace what's existing there as of today. And so we do have some options. I'm actually going to run back to the computer screen to show you guys on just some options that Pro Playgrounds have available. But I don't know if were these in their packet or no. This.
For city council.
Okay, just for city council. Okay, so I'm going to pass this packet around, and you guys can look at some of the images on here, but I'm going to step to the back real quick and pull them up on there, and I'll come back. Give me just a moment.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth. Leaning Tower of Pisa.
There are some in there that are more adaptive friendly than others, like that one's not very adaptive.
This one.
Yeah, but there's other ones that are. So we just kind of have to decide where we want to go.
Did we ever get the footprint that we need to fill? Like how much area? Because this one here looks, that's not gonna fit.
Well, and when we figure out exactly how much money we've got to spend, or if we're going to get a match, then we can expand our footprint some.
Okay.
If we've got the funding, we'll figure out how to expand our footprint.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. This one's really cool. So okay, so this is what it looks like now. That's yes. Yes. Okay, so this is what we have now. And then I was just trying to like get a lay of the land here. Okay, here we go. So which ones were you saying that were more adaptive or have the ability to add in the adaptive
So
pieces?
the ones that have, that's from a different, but the ones that have these ramps like this are considered the more adaptive.
Gotcha. And these can come with whatever color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah, so if y'all will go to tab 1 for me real quick. So we're going to look at a couple different options. And, you know, there's several color variations. We don't have to go with any of these groups. This first one's Willie Goat. And so this is an example of what it could look like with a neutral color pattern, which is pretty typical for parks, that dark brown, khaki, and then hunter green. I definitely like that color wheel. This one has like that shaded area on top of it, which the good thing with the park, there is a lot of shade out there, but any additional shade that we can get on top of the playground equipment will extend its life. And then, of course, when it's hot in summertime, you don't want your kids to burn. So that's definitely an added bonus for that. So that's just a small segment of what it could be. And, you know, don't let that pricing fool you. It's about double that price for installation. So, and then with any additional shading, that price only goes up. That's just for one component, so don't let that $16,000. It looks really nice. If y'all don't mind going to tab 2 for me. Perfect. All right, this is another one. I'm definitely not saying that that's the color palette that I would push y'all to advocate for, but it is kind of a neat setup if you look at it. I think that that's kind of a cool option to, you know, pay homage to the castle You know, we could definitely do it in any color combination. Would y'all mind going down to the fifth image for me on there? Thank you. And so like you could see like the colors, like we could do, you know, like the rainforest green or brown, you know, somewhere in that, like look at the hunter green, you know, the sandstone, the terracotta, if that's what y'all want to do, or we could even go with gray, just some options. And if you don't mind going to the third tab for me. All right, perfect. So that one, you know, of course, much more traditional park coloring. It definitely would be a, you know, a great addition as well. We can get a lot of the castle systems, we can custom build it. So we can make it, you know, really kind of whatever we want it to be. And just for the different areas, these are just already sets that they have together that are already pre-packaged, so we can do that, you know, put each of these in a space. But if y'all don't mind, go down to that, go to the fourth image first, and then we'll go to the last image, so they can see the on-top view. The only concern portions of it, like with it being 60 foot tall, just the height restrictions because of the trees, we don't want to do anything to mess with them out there, so we'd have to place it strategically. And then if you don't mind going down to the last, so they can see the color wheel again. Basically the same color wheel as what we had before. You know, of course, like they've got the brown and the rainforest green, which are Santa Fe colors. Not that we have to go with that. Our traditional park colors, not Santa Fe colors. And then the hunter green, that's definitely Santa Fe. But we could, you know, kind of talk through those. But this does kind of provide y'all with an idea of pricing. And just like I mentioned earlier, right now we've only got about that $93,000 that we can use towards this project. We are looking for funding alternatives for this. Nothing is set in stone thus far. You know, we've got a couple of different scenarios that we could use at our discretion, but right now we've got that $93,000, but we want to work towards putting into paper and putting a plan together to give us, you know, a layout and then a design scheme as well. So that way we could take that to City Council for funding of this project. So we can kind of go through that. But we've just given a lot of examples. Is everybody still on board? I think with the castle was the last discussion that we had with moving, you know, that castle look. And if so, with the three options, I know the first one's really not castle. Do y'all want to, would y'all mind going back to tab 1, please? I know that's really not in the castle aesthetic, but, you know, maybe we can match this in at another area of the park. I know that we've got the one section of the park we're looking to do, the ADA area, or is that, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, what's the term?
Inclusive.
Inclusive park. At that one area at the, I guess it'd be the, what would you call it, the west end of the park?
You know how I feel about those words.
Yeah.
West End Theater.
Yeah, so like the west end of the park. So if y'all want to kind of knock that one off and go back to the second tab for me real quick. Yeah, perfect. And if y'all scroll back up, yeah. So, Councilman Schrader, this is just a, you know, giving them an idea of definitely not advocating for this color choice. It's a little bit bright for us, but just giving an idea of what we can look at of, you know, potential equipment and give us kind of a style guideline to go by. So this is definitely an option, definitely, you know, adheres to that castle aesthetic. And then girls, if y'all don't mind going back to the third, I know I'm having y'all jump. Thank y'all for being willing to do that. And of course, this one, I think this is much color-wise, at least in my mind, that's a little bit more aesthetic than what we're looking for.
It kind of goes with that Wile E. Goat thing too.
Yeah.
But you're looking like a,
So what we're
on
looking,
the same page, we're looking like a standalone set, you know, something that's your
so really kind of like two,
bigger, and then an off.
that's right,
side would be
like two different standalone sets, yeah.
And are you thinking of, are we still thinking about keeping all of this on mulch or?
Yeah, well,
Rubber stuff.
I think their price right now, just because of the narrowness that we have in funding, the mulch is definitely what we're gonna have to go to. But the good thing is, if we wanna come back later, we can take that mulch out, put it at other playgrounds in the city and reutilize it, and then come in with that tire puree. The tire puree is gonna be $100,000 itself.
Expensive. The ones I've seen, and it's been a couple of years since I've been on.
And then we're gonna have to get,
They
Shading.
kind of have, they're on the same piece of ground.
Correct,
I mean,
it is. So
They might be 20 yards apart, but they're on the same base, the same flooring. But yeah, it's,
send me a
I see where y'all are coming from. It's just,
So like here, like that's kind of that tire puree that I'm talking about, like if you
Yes.
see it in there. And so they had the shade, I had the shade all over that. The shades were the most expensive part of the playground set. But I'll walk around and show y'all so y'all can kind of see. Unfortunately, I just have it on my phone as an image, but that's kind of that, what we're talking about.
as far as, can y'all tell me, it's been a minute since I've been to that playground, if I'm being honest. I used to go all the time when I had littles, but I don't anymore. So which one of these
It's nice.
is comparable to what's out there now? Like, as far as like activities or like, not
Probably that.
not layout, but like just different pieces to it that will entertain.
I think tab 1 matches the baby, like the toddler one the best.
Okay.
And
I don't-
I think either of them are really comparable to what
because
the
I feel
current
like
one has.
the current one would be like a little bit bigger than this, but definitely not as big as that castle.
You got two ends, a walkway in, and then a little thing on this end, and there's a little thing on this
So-
end with a
So you're
slide.
saying like number 2 plus number 1 would be more comparable?
Because there's, and we're missing pieces now, but there was multiple slides on
Yes.
different ends. There was the climbing wall.
There was like a bridge tunnel thing.
The bridge tunnel thing, there was a bridge that went across, it was monkey bars, there was a pull-up bar, there was some step across
Well, and if we
things.
want to build this, like we can build, these are just items that they have, we can customize this as much as we want to. Now, just know the price goes up, but do y'all want to see more slides? Like, do y'all want to see more walkways? Is it monkey bars? Is it, rock wall going up it? Like, what is the items of importance, I guess, for you guys, for this that you guys want to see out here with this park? I guess everybody can say from different experiences. My kids love slides, so, I don't know if that's a big draw for y'all. They're too little right now to get on a monkey bar, or at least I won't let them on a monkey bar, but,
Like the
I
little,
like the multiple slides.
yeah.
the little find me things are something that have worked out for any age. I know when we were visiting my husband's nephew in Vegas, there was a place that had little find me's, and you had to go all over the entire playset, and it kept he and I both running up and down the playset for over an hour trying to find all the little key pieces to it. But we were both tired by the end of it, going up and down the stairs and stuff. And it wasn't anything he could get to by himself, but it was a fun adventure for both of us to go on. And like I said, it tired both of us out, but it was accessible for people of all ages to get to. And it wasn't anything that you needed any skill to get to. So small things like that doesn't necessarily require you to crawl up 10 flights of stairs or have to go down the slide to get to, that younger kids could go do too, would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to make sure that it's a wide range of
And what about
abilities.
the younger, like, what is like the things
I
that,
think the first one that we looked at would be perfect for where the toddler.
would y'all mind going back to tab 1? Thank you. So like doing that.
It looks very, very similar to what we
almost-
have now, except
It's
there's
almost just like what's out
multiple
there.
slides
Perfect.
on this
Just like
one.
larger
It's
maybe.
easy for like a 1-year-old to get up, but a 4-year-old could still play like that. That would be my ideal thing if I had, well, I do have littles,
Yeah,
but I would
sure.
take my littles to that.
Perfect. Good to know.
So it would be like a combo. It would need to be a combo, have a
Yeah.
toddler and a.
And I think it's
larger
good to
one.
have the toddler and the larger one, so then you're not overlapping the play.
Right. But what about with that third area, like for the inclusive area, like what would we do for it? What's the direction y'all want to give for that? Is that a swing, like where, I know that we had talked about with the Lions Club at the last meeting with them bringing a swing that they're gonna weld together that a wheelchair could go on. Does that suffice? for you guys on that? Because that's something we don't really have right now.
If we can leave this item on and bring it back at our next meeting, I have some pictures from my first TML that we went to, and I think it actually may have come from the company that's off a cemetery that had some inclusive equipment.
Okay.
That was not like anything I'd ever seen at any park before.
Okay.
That would be awesome here.
Is it like, is it like included with like the not playground, with the swing set equipment, or is it separate kind of in its own? Because if we're gonna do that, I definitely think that portion out at the western portion of the park, we, would not have it separate, but,
So they were separate pieces.
okay,
But it was absolutely something that anybody could enjoy.
okay.
And it was just very unique pieces that would definitely be a staple item within a park that would draw people.
What does the space look like though? Would that fit in that space allocation that we have?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I say we have 3 pieces that we need to look at.
Okay.
It was also requested that we look at pricing for a barrier between the parking lot and the trail so that, where the playground's at, to help avert running children.
Okay.
And we can do chain link or do the, what do you call it, the black coated chain link, that way that you can have pure, sight through on both sides, and then hopefully it'll keep, people from, if they kind of drive through, and we can probably add some bollards as well, to that area, which would be, not that people won't hit them, but it stops them from going forward.
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, so you're saying that one's gonna be 32?
Essentially, yeah. So essentially, I'd just say, round number, let's say 35K for that one, which roughly leaves us about 60,000, so.
And then you go to that other one.
Yeah,
and it's-
but, on top of that, we are looking at other funding alternatives. We got a few options. Like I said, we'll bring it to you guys again, and we'll bring it to council once we have a final product. And then, we'll leave that up to us on how we can get that project funded. But we definitely want to keep it at least as close to its current alignment, just to keep it as cost-effective as possible. While trying to look at, maybe some of these items, wish list items that we could put in, that'll really make it useful for everybody.
Okay. That sounds great. Anybody have anything else to add? Anybody have any questions? Do you need a motion for anything? It's just still.
We're gonna, the swings are gonna stay, or are we taking out?
The swings would stay. We may have to put in a new swing set per se, but I'm hoping we could keep them in its current, maybe just change actual swing, them powder coat, to match this. Because they look to be in the best shape of all the equipment in the park. So if we can keep that infrastructure, it would definitely save us some money, unless we want to look at doing something else with that area.
I think we're.
Gotta have swings, that's what everybody wants.
Yeah,
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
have swings, man.
For sure.
I posted pictures of Jack on them swings.
Yeah, even-
The other day, so. They've been around a while.
Been around a while, yeah.
So, okay. All right, well, with that being said, we will follow up on that topic again next time. Okay, so I guess we're gonna pop back up to number 2. And Miss Georgia will administer.
Let Miss Belinda go.
Oh, Miss Belinda will administer the oath of office for Rusty Schrader, our alternate
Can you sign both of these?
Parks Board member.
will do.
Oh, Kara, and reappointed, sorry.
One.
She was always gonna be here, Miss Kara.
Took some convincing, but I think council listened to Seth and Georgia. They talked us up. That was really nice.
Yay, I did not watch it. I should go back and watch it, though.
So, go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't.
And he. Really got me on this one, didn't you?
Why did you say that? Not mine, anyway. Appreciate that.
All right. Does he have to say it twice for each one? Like one for each of these papers?
He just has to do this, say the oath of office out loud and the statement of officer he'll sign.
Okay. So I guess I've never done this before, so we're
Raise your right hand.
learning
Place
together.
right hand.
Yeah, we're learning it together.
Y'all want to stand up so we can take a picture?
Right.
Am I the only person doing it?
No, Kara's doing it with
Do
you.
it with you.
Okay. Does she have hers?
I was gonna let him do it individually.
Y'all are gonna be nice and.
Just come right over here.
Raise your right hand.
This is so fun.
I, Russell Schrader, do solemnly swear that I have not directly or indirectly paid, offered, promised to pay, contributed, or promised to contribute any money or thing of value, or promised any public office or employment for the giving or withholding of a vote at the election which I was elected, or as a reward to secure my appointment to confirmation, whichever the case may be, so help me God. For the Parks Recreation Board alternate number 2 board member. Is that what I'm supposed to read? Okay. Let's read this. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I, Russell Schrader, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of the Parks Board Recreation Board alternate number 2 board member, state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and this state, so help me God.
I, Kara Campbell, do solemnly swear that I have not directly or indirectly paid, offered, promised to pay, contributed, or promised to contribute any money or thing of value, or promised any public office or employment for the giving or withholding of a vote at the election at which I was elected, or as a reward to secure my appointment or confirmation, whichever the case may be, so help me God. Title of position, appointed Parks and Recreation Board member. And I, Kara Campbell, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Parks and Recreation Board member of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of this state, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Both of you?
Good job, good job. I got to be. All right. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Miss Belinda.
I didn't do much, but.
And thank you all for volunteering and being involved in our Parks Board.
Yes.
We appreciate you very, very much. We cannot do this alone. Georgia needs help. Okay. Okay. If we are ready, we will move on and we will talk about the summary of action from this agenda. I guess let's just show up at 6:45 on Saturday. And then we will circle back to the playground equipment once again with some more details. I guess when is the next board meeting? The regular board meeting?
Third Monday.
Because we gotta get,
Oh, so y'all be.
Get Easter.
Now.
so the 16th.
16th.
Yep. So the 16th, we'll be talking all things Easter.
We should have a 4th of July update at that time.
Okay, awesome. And then park equipment if we're ready.
If y'all could bring back to me at that point, kind of just take a look around and have a wish list item, and we'll start working on some more accurate pricing and get measurements and stuff. So if y'all bring back wish lists, then it'll help us narrow down exactly what we're looking at.
Okay. Especially y'all with littles. Yes. Okay, perfect. Anything else? No? Is that it? Okay. Anybody have any announcements they would like to share?
Y'all's Touch a Truck is this weekend?
Yes, yes, this Saturday from 9 to 12.
Looks like you got a pretty good bunch of people gonna be there. Interesting.
What do you bring?
I'm not bringing, I don't think I'm gonna be in town, but I heard you have some interesting stuff coming.
Sure do.
That's
And
exciting.
it's gonna be real nice to see that new equipment.
That's right.
All right. Yes, so Touch Truck, if y'all don't know, Touch a Truck is this Saturday at Rungy Park. And I guess I won't ask you to be there at 6:45 in the morning.
I'll be there. If I'm here, I'll stop by.
Okay, sweet.
I think I won't be in town though.
Okay. All right, if there's no other announcements, do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Kara. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This meeting is adjourned at 6:06.
That's my kind of meeting.